Hello, friends. Today we are once again on the Vltava River in the Czech Republic. We came to a pedestrian bridge where people walk and cyclists ride. Under the bridge, there is a very large ice-free area where the water keeps moving and does not freeze. As you can see, there are many ducks here and also a few swans. One male duck is swimming nearby, and a little farther away, one swan has separated from the group and is warming its beak. The swans are calm, swimming slowly and occasionally searching for food near the bottom. There are many ducks in this city because people often pass by and regularly feed them, throwing food from the bridge and from the riverbank. The birds are used to this and know these places very well. Over there, as we can see, a whole flock of ducks is gathered. They stay close together, watching the others and almost waiting for food. Some ducks are standing aside for some reason. Maybe they are cold or they simply don't want to go into the water. But most of the ducks are actively swimming, diving, and looking for something to eat. We are going to feed them as well and see how they behave. Here we can see a swan searching for food on the river bottom. It is shallow here, and the swan cannot dive deeply because it cannot fully submerge underwater. The swan is large in size, but relatively light for its body structure, so the water pushes it back to the surface. Ducks can easily dive underwater and get food from the bottom, but a swan cannot do that. Maybe if it gained some speed, it could dive a little deeper, but it still wouldn't stay underwater for long. As I mentioned earlier, this morning the temperature was around 0 degrees, so the ice is slowly melting, but the process is very slow. Despite this, the birds seem quite comfortable. As we can see, some ducks come out onto the shore to feed on grass or look for something edible near the water. These birds are almost like domestic ones here. They are not afraid of people at all. It's very interesting to watch them, especially in winter when nature looks completely different. Here I am feeding the birds. I'm about to throw them a piece of bread, and a real commotion immediately begins. A lot of ducks come out onto the shore, moving closer to me. They are all searching for bread and actively competing with each other, taking food from one another, running, rushing forward, and trying to grab a piece first. Some ducks come very close, right up to my feet, directly onto the path. They are not afraid of people at all and clearly know that food can be found here. Now I'm throwing more bread, and it happens again. The ducks start flying, flapping their wings, running along the shore and rushing into the water. You can see how each one is trying to get ahead of the others and grab the bread first. It's very interesting to watch this kind of bird behavior, especially in winter when food is scarce and every piece of bread really matters. And now, I'm gonna throw a piece of bread promo into the water, and just look at the commotion that starts immediately. All the ducks rush to one spot, and a real fight for this piece of bread begins. You can see that one duck manages to grab the bread in its beak, and the others instantly chase after it. They try to catch up, tear off a piece for themselves, or take the food away. One duck escapes with the bread, while the rest follow closely, refusing to give up. In the water, everything becomes even more intense, splashing, flapping wings, and pushing. Every duck wants to get its share. That's usually how it goes when food appears. Well, looks like no one is waiting for you. Everyone has to fend for themselves. So now I've gone down closer, right to the water's edge. The ducks are very brave. They've practically surrounded me. Some of them come extremely close and even peck at my shoes. They are not afraid at all and feel completely comfortable here. I still have a little bit of bread left. I'm gonna feed it all to them now,
And that will be the end of today's feeding. The ducks seem to know it's the last food, so they become even more active, trying not to miss a single crumb. This is what it looks like up close, real contact with wildlife. It's nice to see that the birds trust people and feel safe here. And with that, we'll wrap things up for today. And as always, at the end, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give the video a like, and stay tuned for new videos. Tomorrow, we'll head out again to feed the birds and observe wildlife. See you next time.